Hello, darlings. I hope that you're doing very well today. In Dallas, Texas, it is still kind of raining and hold on, let me make sure I get this right because I forget I keep doing this. Coming back to you. Let's see. There we go. Hi, Diana. Hello, Diane and Diana. Oh, Teresa, beautiful. So one of my team members was saying to me, hey, Adora, so I know that when you say declarative prayer, you just mean affirmations. So will you do me a favor and do a live about it? And I was like, yes, I'll do a live about it. But actually, declarative prayer is so much more than an affirmation. So if you have an idea about what affirmations are to you, or even declarative prayer, tell me. I want to hear about it. Do you currently do affirmations? Do you do declarative prayers? Let me know in the comments as well. And then I'm going to tell you a couple things that make declarative prayers, hi Kim, different than affirmations. Hello, Kim. And remind me to tell you something later, darling, about the group. So first of all, an affirmation is, you take an affirmation, you say it out loud, you repeat it, you're affirming to yourself some new ideas. Very, very powerful. In my opinion, we are all praying all of the time because we are co-creators, full of beauty, love, light, Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, Divine Father, and I'm not even talking religion, I'm talking creator. You can attach that to whatever your preference is, but we are co-creators, and our energy is going out in the world all the time, so we're always praying something with our energy, whether we're worrying, do you agree? Yes, or we're blessing, or we're excited, or whatever. Now, an affirmation, you're affirming. A declarative prayer is when you purposely take time and you're drumming up your energy in a way to purposely create something powerful. Maybe some people like Napoleon Hill, you guys know I love that book. It was life-changing to me. And I've been in a couple of the Foundation's books. He talked about taking your affirmations, your burning desire, really getting your energy in an excited state, and then saying them out loud. Tony Robbins also talks about your energetic state and really pumping up your state. One of the best benefits of prayers that happen all around the world is oftentimes there's been some preparing of the heart. So either it's as simple as because for so long you've been going to this church or this temple or this mosque, or you prayed this way, that whenever you move into that state, there's a part of you that already opens up and knows that you're communicating to something higher and is calling upon something higher. The difference in a declarative prayer and a prayer like that, and then I'll come back to the difference in affirmations and prayers, are that often when people are praying, they're saying, God, please do this for me, please do that, bless so-and-so, da-da-da-da-da. Declarative means that you are standing in the authority that you are and that you have been given as a co-creator. That you are standing in the authority that you have to send energy out into the world, and you're doing it in a sacred way. And then you're declaring what it is that you want to happen. Like, I declare that I am blessed, that I am happy, that I am wise, that I'm intuitive, that I am loved, that I am enough, that I'm taken care of, that everything I need is provided for, that I am divinely guided. So those are, you see the difference in saying, God, please guide me, please divine, and that can be powerful when we need to just surrender to something higher. But a declarative prayer is choosing to stand in the center. Hi Shane, hi Brianna, to stand in the center of the Spirit-given authority that you have. And even if you're not spiritual, we're always sending energy out in the world. Hi Linda, we're always sending thoughts out into the world. So, you know, that's a prayer happening, energy happening. Declarative prayer is stopping and ritualizing and making it sacred, but it is powerful. Hi Shane again. It is in declaring and knowing that in your power, in your truth, you are sending this message out to the universe, and so it is. And that you are trusting, and you can call in ahead of time, God, Creator, Spirit, Divine Mother, Divine Father, guide me in this, help me with this, but then you're owning it, you're speaking to your own body. Make that energy positive. Yes, absolutely. I'm so with you on that. So whether it's Tony Robbins, whether it's Napoleon Hill, or, you know, church, or some other place. Hi Kristen Goss. One thing that they all have in common is that you want to really drum up your energy. So hi Michael, so you really want to take your energy and pump it up. It may look like dancing, it may look like singing, it may look like worshiping. Some people it's more, you know, I'm gonna burn a candle, light incense, ask divine guidance, ancestors to come in. Some people it's Jesus, it's, you know, Allah, whoever it is for you. Some people it's not anything like that. It could be they're gonna dance to, you know, the latest top 40, get in a zone, pump themselves up, raise that energy, and then with enthusiasm, with power, stand in authority, and hi Mitch, and declare, this is so because I say it is so. This is so because I am a co-creator with Spirit, and I am sending my thought and intention forward, that I am blessed, my family is blessed, that I'm favored, that I'm intuitively guided, that I know exactly what to say, that I know exactly what to do, that I am on path, that I know the highest and greatest next action to take. Hi Julie. So again, the difference in just a plain affirmation is that you just write it down, you affirm, I'm beautiful, I'm the best salesperson, I'm calling in ideal clients, I have my soulmate connection here. And you might say it with some enthusiasm, you might post it all over the wall. You can amp that up and make it an actual declarative prayer by standing in the divinity of who you are. And if you're spiritual, but you don't really know what to do, so maybe you don't have a practice for really amping that up, and none of those other things really resonate with you. Yes, I'm a leader. I'm the leader you're looking for. I love that one. So you can take those affirmations and then put a little practice in place for yourself. Burn some incense. Do a little dance. Acknowledge and thank God that you've been given this sovereign body, and that you are a spirit that is able to exercise will. You're not just floating around freely. You're a helper, you're a healer. Yes, that you're not just floating around freely out in the world. So first acknowledge that this is where divine Spirit gets to move through you, through me, through our eyes, our mouths, our creation, and even, you know, divine lovemaking, partying like a rock star, drinking. That's all, in my opinion, expression of the divine. All you getting to play in the world that we've co-created and we've been you know, planted in to create. So you can first acknowledge that this is that you have God force running through your veins, and that your daily thoughts and actions, that you're praying all the time with worry, with regret, with love, with peace, with playing. I love that you get goosebumps with me, Mitch. We'll have to have a real live conversation sometime. And then once you acknowledge that and sink into it, because sometimes just the awareness of like, whoa, that's the gift I'm given. That's what I have for this minute. right now. It's happening. I am God force expressed, happening. It's my life, my energy. Hi, Ferrari. And so acknowledge that, sink into that, and then take your prayer, your affirmation, and that's what makes it declarative. And that's why I call it a prayer. So if you're not even into the word prayer, hi Kelly, if you're not into the word prayer, you can look at it as a powerful affirmation. Hi Willow, but just realize that you are a sending and receiving machine. You have sovereign land to exercise your will in, called your body. Touch yourself and say, oh, I love you. And I don't care where you touch yourself. You're not on camera. I don't care. Touch wherever you want to touch. But this is your body. This is your house. This is your God-given gift. And for this period of time, instead of being a free-flowing spirit, you have been given this little house that you get to come into. I'm glad you like that. You get to come into in the spirit of love. Yes. And sink in, and you get to exercise your will. You get to explore, play, discover, create, love, cry, laugh, taste, shiz, digest food. You get to do all of that. And so how are you going to do it? What are you going to do? Don't let all these other people occupy your brain anymore and your space. Meaning, what do they think about me? Sophie Tucker has a great song, I don't give a fuck about that. I didn't even mean to say the word. I meant to say the F. I don't give an F about they. And she's talking about who are they anyway, right? There's this big heavy they. They in the past, they in the news, they in the media, they in the magazines, they at the grocery store. And most of the time, we don't even know, thank you, Ferrari, we don't even know who we are, because we're so busy letting all of these ideas, and even our parents, our grandparents, our religion, our fears, occupy all this space, and people with other agendas for you that have stronger, clearer agendas. So release that. Make a commitment to just, it's not your house. This is not anybody else's house. This space that you have, this is your house. It's your land. It is your property. Your spirit has a land. It has a house. It has a temple. This is that temple. It's your house. Everybody else got to go. All right? And then with that, who are you? Who are you meant to be? Come up with your rituals. Share them here. I'd love to hear it if you have one that you love, because I read the comments after, and other people do as well, to get ideas. And then you declare with energy and power what it is that you want to create next. Listen, my whole life has been created by declarative prayers. I had 3 totally painless childbirths with no drugs, just declaring, this is my body. I trust that it knows how to do this. I trust that I've been redeemed from any curses. I trust that I know my baby and I will work together. 20 years old with my first one, okay? Completely painless. I was laughing. No stretch marks, all through writing out declarations, praying them powerfully. Not God help me, but this is the truth because I say it is true. The careers that I manifested in TV, working with Pat Summerall Productions, I read Think and Grow Rich. You guys, I'd been a stripper in a freaking club, and I didn't want to stay there, but I didn't know how else without an education I was going to be able to make the kind of income I wanted. So I see that I'm getting an email. I've got to catch this lady. We missed each other. I'm going to wrap this story up. But I wrote down if I could do anything, and I was naive enough, okay, to believe that it was possible. I wrote down my perfect job would be to be paid to interview successful people. Napoleon Hill wasn't paid. He interviewed Mahatma Gandhi, Theodore Roosevelt, Henry Ford. Tell me if you've read Think and Grow Rich and you love it. It was written in the 30s. But I wrote, if I could be paid to do anything, that's what I'd want to do. And no one knew, you guys. I was reading it and praying it and just believing it because I was naive enough to believe that somebody who wrote this book knew better than I knew. And he had interviewed all these awesome people, had been a best-selling book since the 30s. A friend called, a mentor that I trusted, and said, hey, there was a job that I had when I was younger. They're hiring again. I developed amazing skills there. I think you would be great at it. You guys, I was just like, yep, I trust you. Well, then guess what happened? I'm getting another email, so I'm gonna have to wrap up. Okay, so here's what happened. I get the job, I go through all this stuff, and my job was interviewing CEOs of 10 million plus companies every day for Pat Summerall Productions on the Discovery Channel. My name literally ran in the credits. So look at that. I went from being a stripper in a nightclub, wanting to quit but addicted to the money, but really in a devastated place. I'd been drugged and raped. Someone put Rohypnol in my tea. Some of you have heard that story. Then I read this book, and it was like Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve or one of those special nights. I was all alone, read the book, wrote down some goals. Within weeks, you guys, here I am, interview. Can you imagine? I'm not even done with the book. My eyes are like, oh my gosh, this stuff works. These declarative prayers work. Set my path on a whole different trajectory. If you know anything about me, I got to work on the movie The Secret from after Pat Summerall Productions. I worked with the designer who dressed Prince, another designer, writer, speaker. I'm not going to go on and on about all that, but what I'm telling you that story for is because this stuff is potent, it is powerful, and what it takes is, even when you have those doubts and thoughts going on, you've just got to claim it and be like, yes, this is my destiny, this is my truth, and I declare it. I take up space, I take my power, I take my divinity, and I own my life because I say it's so, right? You with me on that? I want to hear what you're declaring. If you feel called to work with me one-on-one or in my group, set up a private consult with me. It's heart to heart. It'll be valuable for you, I promise. And whether we work together or not, but I love you all so much. Go declare with your power of prayer. Lots of love.